All right, we're back for the the second half of the doubleheader. We just did discipline, and now we're doing Father's Day. Gonna see how if Pete can hang, keep that energy level up.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
See what your stamina's like.
It's very, very.
If you're watching us on YouTube, we're wearing the same clothes. We don't have a lot of production value here.
Nope.
Or a wardrobe.
Production value.
And frankly, we both look great. Let's be honest.
Oh, that's nice.
I think this was actually a Father's Day gift. This T-shirt.
Oh,
if you're not watching, it's a Millennium Falcon streaking across the sky with red, white, and blue stripes. So somehow it's like Star Wars and America.
No, G.I. Joe.
It's not G.I. Joe. Oh, is that truly a G.I. Joe?
Oh, 100%
Is that what
G.I.
the point
Joe.
of this is? How did I not realize that?
Aren't you the guy who
love G.I.
spends
Joe.
all of his capacity thinking
Watch
about...
your words. Be careful.
Capacity.
Think about what you're going to say.
Capacity thinking about like
pop culture. No, but here's the thing. I don't have to spend time thinking about it. I just
You wear
absorb
it.
that shit like a sponge.
Okay.
Some people have an affinity for certain different things. I have a friend who can tell you who was drafted sixth by the Bruins in the third round in 1983.
Does he rock back and forth?
You know what? Just because you're not passionate about things and you don't have hobbies,
Yeah. I'm passionate about being dead inside.
that doesn't make sense.
That's my passion.
That's a contradictory statement. Someone who's dead inside would not be passionate about things.
Is it though?
I'm so sick of you.
The burden proof. The burden proof
I wonder
is on
how real
you.
people think that is. Because we keep asking people to go to Patreon and give us money so I can get a new co-host,
know.
and we've got single dad.
Which is weird.
We got a handful of people who
Okay.
clearly want Pete out.
Okay. Well,
On the single dad tier, we should rename these to, lukewarm. I'm pushing Pete out for $2 a month. It's Chris
Okay.
Coleman, David Tuttle, MS Babayan, who also pays on Anchor because she's just getting her money everywhere to get you the fuck out of her ears.
that seems
Barbara Geiger on the dad bod, Funky
aggressive.
Fee. Last one I teased. She has a really nice comment about Father's Day coming up.
Okay.
My former colleague Julie McCarthy, she has some excellent, I think it's Mockingbird jewelry, perhaps, where she does she goes to Renaissance fairs, right? Which is like fantasy football, but with like knights.
You're spoiling this.
Right.
You're
She
spoiling
creates jewelry and sells it there, and it's
Save
actually
it.
very nice.
Leave a little
handmade
gas
stuff.
in the tank.
World's Greatest Dad tier. Sarge hates your guts, really wants you off. Sometimes he DMs me on Instagram and says Pete is really holding you back. And I'm like, you know what, Sarge? You're right. Just kidding.
Yeah. Man,
I'm just kidding.
I feel like you're really shooting yourself.
Cole
We'll see what
Wiedemeyer,
happens.
Mary Williams, and Mom Party of Two are the other World's
Yes.
Greatest Dads.
You guys
we appreciate your
greatest.
support.
We
if you do want
absolutely
Pete,
love it.
if you
Thank
do want me to use your funds to oust Pete, please be specific. Shoot me some DMs. Let me know. Maybe I'll put a poll up.
Yeah. Mike, you really turned this pretty nasty. So good for you.
It's Father's Day.
Oh, good call. Father's Day, though, is the best day for all dads.
Okay,
I mean, it is
I disagree.
the best.
We're going to get into that in a second, but if you want to hear what we say, you need to get us on iTunes, Spotify, Blaze, which is a platform I've made up, which
Blaze.
sounds like it should be a podcast
No,
platform.
there is the Blaze.
Is it a podcast thing?
No, it's like
that's
a
like a
super-
conservative
yeah,
outlet. I'm not into
super-
that. Let me retract
You
all
made
of
up
that.
You made up an ultra conservative
Have
platform.
you heard?
Have you heard of InfoWars? Are we also there too? We're also on, you can hear us on The Blaze. You can hear us on InfoWars.
Talking about gay
if you
frogs.
need supplements, I'm telling you.
Have you seen the commercial for
Mike's on them?
There's a new
right
Nissan
now.
called Nissan Kicks. The name of the car is Kicks. That literally almost makes me
Kicks?
throw up. Kicks.
Yeah.
K-I-C-K-S. It's the dumbest name for a car I've ever heard. And then there's one called Enclave. It's a minivan, obviously.
What is going on?
Oh, there's so many car
I think
names.
you might be on supplements. You're just naming car names. Has anyone heard of a Focus? Ford Focus. Can anyone believe this? It's like, what
Okay,
the-
look.
an Enclave.
You got me, Pete.
Fuck outta here
Look,
with
I had a
this.
point, and if you were paying
What's
attention to what
going
I
on?
said, you would have heard
Okay,
it. It went from A
you're
to
all
B
over me.
to car names.
You're all over me for no reason. I think I'm bringing some stuff. I feel like I'm bringing a little bit of thing to this, but
Are
now
you?
I'm like,
well, that's
I don't
what
know.
the poll is for.
Guys, I want to say one thing. While Mike's taking a sip of his beer and just chilling out, we have a merch site.
Oh,
Look
shit,
at this
I
merch
forgot.
site. Oh, those on YouTube will be able to see it with their eyes, where those listening can't have to visualize. We will put
That was
a
a
link.
nice little rap.
I know.
Little
Thank
couplet.
We'll put a link
got
on
bars.
Dad and Buried. And
On, on,
uh,
on, dadandberry.com. Yeah, we'll put a link to the
dadandberry.com.
merch.
Yeah.
We got to get my DILF mug on there. People love that thing. It was also a Father's Day gift.
Can't wait for that.
And Mother Octopus, who is a very good mom memer and kind of blogger on Instagram. One year I took a photo of myself with my DILF mug on Father's Day, and she just responded. She goes, you bought yourself a DILF mug for Father's Day? I'm like, no, it was a gift. She's like, yeah, sure, it was a gift. So shouts to a Mother Octopus for making me feel bad about myself.
Wow, and shout out to you for really, really taking that one, falling on the sword in that one.
Well, you know what? I'm a self-deprecating guy.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I fucking am.
Okay.
I'm not very good at it though.
So today we're talking about Effer's Day.
Father's Day, which you just said is the best day of the year for dads. And you
it's-
said on our page here, in our notes, that you think is better than your birthday.
Birthday, any holiday.
It's the best holiday.
The best holiday.
It's your favorite holiday is
It's
Father's
the
Day.
number one holiday.
Why? Because it's a blank check?
No, because you know what? It's nationally recognized. You have to celebrate.
So are all the other fucking holidays.
What holiday?
Christmas is nationally recognized.
It's not about
Trump
me. It's
allows
not about
us
me,
to
though.
say it again.
It's not
Merry
about
Christmas.
me. It's not about me, though.
No, it's about Jesus.
Guess what? Birthdays, garbage.
The greatest father of all.
Guess what's happening? Oh, on your birthday, I've organized. We're gonna go to a family event out in Secaucus, and you're like, God damn it!
Wow,
Secaucus.
throwing Secaucus under the bus.
Secaucus is fine, I guess. But
Nate's from the Garden State, he said earlier.
I know, but I just don't want to go to these things.
I'm
on my
considering
birthday.
moving to the Garden State. And one of my hang-ups is I don't want to have to say that I live in New Jersey.
Okay.
Although we have friends who live there and they love parts of it.
New Jersey.
Daniel
wonderful.
LaRusso is from New Jersey. You know what? That's good enough for me.
It's wonderful. All right.
We'll be right back after this. So I want to get back before we get into Father's Day. I want to apologize to my friend Pete over here. I was a little hard on you in the earlier segment.
Oh,
I didn't mean it.
Oh, buddy, I didn't.
Pete, you know what happened? We did discipline.
Oh,
it was pretty heated.
You were just filled with adrenaline.
And I was, I'm running like I'm spinning like a top right now.
Okay.
Right?
You know what?
Trying to get my bearings, trying to keep the energy level up.
That's big of you.
I own my mistakes.
You know what? That makes you a perfect father for Father's Day.
How so? I'm not a perfect father for any day.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to like.
You fucking blew it. You got uncomfortable with me apologizing to you, and now you're fucking ruining it.
God damn it. But what I want to do is
you want to talk about why Father's Day is the greatest day in the world.
That's like what I want to do.
Disagree.
That's all I want to do. This is the day. So we talked about Mother's Day. Remember that? Do you remember?
No, I remember pet moms.
Oh my God, I know. Me too.
Let's get into it.
Although I read a comment about pet moms that actually made me really sad, and I've taken everything back.
Those happen every once in a while.
I take everything back about pet moms.
So there are
They're
pet dads too,
Okay,
and people have been sending me stuff about them. And here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. I'm into pet dads. I'm fine with it. I'm just kidding. I'm good with the pet dads.
I know. Okay.
Just kidding. It's all crazy.
No
offense.
It's crazy. But let's not. We're talking about dads. This is called Dad and Buried because that's the whole point of this thing. We're dads, right? You and I.
Yeah.
Together.
The point is that we're buried. The dad thing's not unique.
But guess what is unique? Father's Day.
Nope.
It's a national holiday where your wife and my wife have to recognize.
They do not have to do anything.
And our children. It will not if we're that.
Do you feel legally bound to recognize Mother's Day?
100%.
Is it in your prenup?
Oh my God, definitely.
I don't give a shit about Father's Day.
But like
I don't care.
That's like what a boring person would say. Why would you be?
I think it's what the most interesting person would say.
Okay.
My wife's like, "What do you want to do for Father's Day?" And I say, "I don't care. Don't worry about it."
Really?
Yeah.
It's not something that you want to take advantage of.
I don't mind.
Why wouldn't
basking? But I don't need to.
Why don't you? You know what it is? It's because you don't like going anywhere outside of your apartment. And all you want to do is stay inside your apartment.
Here's the thing.
And coming up with something.
Here's the thing with me.
You just want to be there. But why don't you tell your family to just like? Why don't you guys go to the park?
Places outside of my apartment. I don't like going places outside of my apartment. This is the thing. I don't like logistics. I don't like the travel in between. I don't like having to pack stuff and unpack it and
Okay.
deal with shit. I don't like having kids with me when I go places. I don't like
Okay.
being married.
All right.
I don't like. There's a lot of things.
I
know
don't-
the logistics. I like going on vacation, but when in the lead up to vacation, my wife is like,
Oh,
it's
I
all
know.
about the anticipation. I'm just so nervous and anxious about all the packing and how miserable that part's going to be.
All right. So why
that
don't
until I'm there, I'm not having a good
this
time.
is the thing though? It's your day. So why can't you be like, hey, I'll meet you at the Bronx Zoo?
What?
I don't know. Why don't you
We only have
send
one
your
car.
family?
You guys take the bus and I'll drive up. I'll catch you at the Bronx Zoo. See you when I see you.
I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up from the bus stop.
I took the
when
bus
you
to
get
the
home.
Bronx Zoo once. I wanted to literally kill myself.
That's actually the correct response.
Yeah, to taking the bus.
Yeah, to the Bronx.
Especially to the Bronx. Yeah. It was not.
I took the Bronx.
And it was
to
one of
the
those
wedding.
hot days where you go to the fucking Bronx Zoo. It's August and you're hot and miserable and the lions are hiding because they just want the shade. God damn
Yeah.
it. The zoo really sucks most of the time. I love it in theory, and I always want to go and see my little guys because I
it's
love
nice.
animals. But man,
The Bronx Zoo is nice.
the Bronx Zoo is
Taking
incredible.
the subway to the Bronx
Is hell on earth,
really
yeah.
not cool. It's not sweet. We
No,
just
but
did
we
it.
didn't do that.
We did
But
it for a
I'm
wedding
saying
reason,
it won't
yeah.
be me doing it. It'll be my wife and my two children.
Right, of
and
course.
I'll be
and
driving.
you'll pick them up, and you'll be like, "Hey, how's it
How
going?
was it?
How was it?" Just,
If they make it off, all three of them.
no. Just have them walk. To the interior.
So what you're saying is, I think what you should be saying is, if I don't like the logistics of it, that's one of the nice things is you tell your wife what you want to
This
do, or
is
just say
it.
surprise me or whatever. She handles everything. But here's the thing: my wife
Flirt.
already handles all the planning because I don't plan things because I don't like planning or doing things.
fleur-de-lis.
Is this LA
Whatever-
Confidential?
whatever you
desire.
desire.
Is that an
Exactly.
LA Confidential reference? Give me the bump.
That's it.
Fucking
I
love
know.
that movie.
Fleur-de-lis.
Bud
Whatever.
White.
That's it. That's all.
Wear a
That's
sharp
what.
suit and ace.
Whatever you desire.
Love that movie.
It's the day.
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
good. It's
one
a little
day.
creepy if you're saying Father's Day is like high-end hookers who've been cut to look like Hollywood stars.
You know what? I wasn't, but now that you've put it in my
I'm
mind,
just-
I'm kind of thinking about it. Like, give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna think
Ask your
through it.
wife.
I'm gonna
Be
think
like,
through it.
how
Hey,
far does my carte blanche
Hey,
on Father's Day go?
honey, what do you think if I was with Betty Page? Not like the real Betty Page.
Is
but
that who
someone cut to
to
look like Betty Page?
Right.
She'd probably be like,
Someone who's
"No
abducted from
problem."
her family, and
She would probably say, absolutely not. And then I'd say, it's
is that
Father's
who
Day.
you would
She'd be
choose?
like,
Betty Page, like an older
It's
actress, Rita
literally-
Hayworth,
it's
Betty Page.
Literally the only
One you could think of.
old-time actress that I
Let me
could
go
think
like
of.
Sophia Loren or something. You know what? Grace Kelly. Boom. That's my jam.
Okay.
In case you're wondering.
She's extremely dead.
Super dead.
That's true. That's true. She is more dead than most
But-
dead people.
All right. I like it because I've had so many birthdays where it's like,
Not that many,
what-
Pete. Don't be so hard on yourself. You still look good to me.
no, please. The Crypt Keeper. Crypt Keeper.
I do. I loved that
Wow.
show when I was a kid.
Crypt Keeper. I'm in that zone. That's
Yeah,
my
Tales from
zone.
the Crypt.
So, but no, I like the fact that this is a national recognized holiday.
I
Obviously,
think that's meaningless, but sure.
no, but I think like you have to recognize.
Nope.
Why do you keep
There's
saying
no because there's no
It's
holiday
yes.
anyone has to recognize.
Yeah, if you're
It doesn't
like
matter if
if
something's
you're
a
a
national.
dick,
Whatever, yeah, I'm saying sure, but I'm just saying that's a weird distinction to make. That's why you like it.
Versus your birthday?
But does it? But so what? Does the fact that your birthday is not nationally recognized affect whether or not
Correct.
your wife celebrates it? Because she feels like if she
Yes.
doesn't celebrate Father's Day, she'll get
Yes.
arrested. It doesn't make any
Yes.
sense. It's silly.
You've completely
Regardless,
nailed it.
So what's funny is you say nationally recognized. Apparently, they have one in other places. I know they do, right? But Funky Fee,
okay.
Barbara Geiger, who is the dad bod tier.
Yep.
And I did not mean to imply that she paid to join the dad bod tier because she wants you gone. I'm putting words in her mouth. If she wants to, she can
Yeah.
say that herself. And
Yeah.
yeah. She gives me a lot of
All of a
comments,
sudden
so
she,
she's not afraid to say it. So let's find out. Barbara, Funky Fee, let us know. So she said they already had theirs in Germany, but this is what they did. They let her husband sleep in. They prepped all his favorite stuff for breakfast and like had it on the table waiting for him when he got up, like fruits. And
Nice.
they live in Germany, right? So then they went to their grandparents because I believe it's his dad loves it when like the family's together.
That's nice.
Then they went out to dinner for schnitzel and spatzel.
Ooh,
Spatzel?
I'd be into that.
And a bunch of beer, right? But on the flip side, the school didn't do anything. Like didn't have the kids do
Oh,
anything
really?
for Father's Day. And I guess in response to that factor, maybe just separately. That guy didn't like that.
yeah,
fact.
no, he didn't like it.
his mom or the mother-in-law, again, I'm not positive it's his mom, said Father's Day is not important anyway. Like, I don't know if it was in his presence, in the dad's presence. I don't know.
Oh.
But the best part is she said her kid was on his best behavior and acting great all day. And then he said at one point to his dad, the kid said, if there was no Father's Day, we should invent it because you are the best daddy in the world. I love you.
Oh, my
Imagine
God.
your fucking kid said that to you.
No, I can't.
Neither
I'm
can I.
trying to imagine.
Ungrateful.
You know what? I'm going to live through that comment.
It's amazing, right?
Vicariously.
Imagine your kid
Yeah.
said that to you.
That was amazing.
If there was no Father's Day, we should invent it because you were the best daddy. I have some issues. I'm probably a slightly better daddy than Funky Fee's husband. Let's be honest. But it's a nice sentiment.
Yeah. You know what? Funky Fee, if you wouldn't mind, or
Geigs, we told her.
Geigs.
She said she was cool with that.
Right.
I don't know why.
If you wouldn't mind, just start showing your kids pictures of Dad and Barrett over here, of Mike over here.
Just let me know does he think I look like Paul Rudd? That's all. That's what I need to know.
And just what kind of rent?
Do they know
High
who Paul
rent,
Rudd is
middle
in Germany?
rent, or very low?
Have you ever
rent?
seen the show Dark in Germany? It's on Netflix.
I heard it's supposed
fucking
to be
so
really
good.
I've heard
The
it's really
casting
good.
on that show, because there's 3 time frames.
I've heard it's so awesome.
And
I gotta see
it's
that.
amazing, the casting that they found.
Have
Like
you-
kids who look, it's so good.
Have you watched it?
I watched the whole first season. It's been a while since, I don't know when the
Ah.
second season is happening. It's fucking great.
Okay.
Time travel.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
impressive.
I'm gonna-
Subtitles. But guess what? You can read. People that do not put on
Can
dubbing.
I?
Do not put on dubbing.
But
It
Mike,
is
I'm
comical.
an American.
Yeah, you don't have to
It
read.
feels
What a
wrong.
waste of time.
Mm.
Okay, so another thing you said on the thing, aside from it being your favorite day of all time,
Yeah.
because it's nationally recognized, like
I
the
didn't-
military is going to come and fucking make sure your wife gives you a cupcake.
Yes. Give my wife a cupcake. Gives me
No,
a
make
cup-
sure she gives you
Oh,
one,
yeah, good
because
call.
she's under
Mm,
penalty of
I know,
law.
I know.
You must celebrate Father's Day. It's like
That's
the Hunger
right.
Games, but about Father's Day.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
you also said it's like Mother's Day, but for dads. And I don't think it is. You know why I don't think it is? And we talked about this. So when I asked what moms want on Mother's Day, most of them said, I want to get a hotel room by myself.
Yeah.
I want him to take
Yeah.
the kids away. I
Yeah.
want to sleep in. I don't want to do anything.
I want all of that.
Yes, but
I want all of it.
we could probably get away with it, but dad's asking for that because I think the implication is that like dads maybe aren't as home as much, or at least they used to be, right? Dad should want to spend time with their kids. If we said no, I want to go to the game with my friends, or I want to go to get some legs and eggs at the fucking stripper joint.
Okay.
Scores.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'll show him
Not
my
a fan
time.
of strip joints. Fun fact.
What?
I take stairs 2 at a time. I'm not a fan of strip joints. Those are 2 fun facts about me.
Neither of those things are fun. So
Well,
yeah,
you're right. Taking stairs steps twice at
two at a time
2 at a
is
time.
is it just it's
A couple
so
of years ago,
irritating. We get it.
I
We get
ran
it.
into an old friend. We were together, and I started going upstairs. He goes, "Oh, still doing them 2 at a
Yeah,
time, huh?" Yeah, man, that's one of my trademarks. Good old 2-time stair stepper.
Yeah,
Right?
and a bit of a mouth breather.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't think
If
so.
if you take stairs at 2 at a time, mouth
You know what?
breathing.
Maybe
is,
it's
mouth
because I'm trying to
breathing
work
is
my
not
quads.
close.
I'm trying to work my quads.
Like
I'm just
his
saying.
highlights are getting to you guys.
Well, it's the second of a doubleheader. I'm just saying there's a bit of a double standard where moms, because they're super moms and they're overloaded, it's a little bit easier for them to be like, I want a break.
Yeah.
And dads seem a little bit more like the deadbeat dads if they don't want to be with their kids
Yes.
on Father's Day.
So I get that. I get that meme. But here's what
I
I'm
haven't
gonna,
made that meme.
here's
yet,
what
but
I'm
I
gonna
should.
here's what I'm gonna throw at you. I feel like relatively woke dads, modern dads, let's call it like that, are very active, are doing breakfast
Yeah, but
every
it's
morning.
still-
And okay, I get it.
But
I
it's
get
like the
it.
Twitter effect, right? Where on Twitter you feel like there's no chance Joe Biden is like the winning in the polls because Twitter's an echo chamber, right? And with the woke dads that we know in the small group, they're pretty vocal, but I still think the rest of the country lags behind.
Okay,
So
but I don't care about any of those people. I just care
you
about.
don't care about Joe Biden?
No, all I care about is my family.
I agree with you
respecting
100%.
My authority when I wake
Don't
up
do that.
on
Never do that again.
my authority. My South
I
Park?
just asked you not to do it. I knew what the reference was. You just did immediately. You're like my toddler.
Because that's it. That's all I want. I just need a little. I need a break.
Okay, well, we're going to get into what people do, but I
Yeah.
thought this was funny in regards to my double standard comment. Katie Parag on Instagram said, since Mother's Day is always work for mothers, and meaning we still plan the events and get everyone's clothes ironed, which, first of all, Nobody irons
Irons
clothes. It's
clothes.
2019.
Wow.
People don't iron anymore.
You know what?
Katie.
I actually no. Hold on a second. Can I just say something? If you iron clothes, that's so badass. My mom taught me
It's the
how
first
to.
time anyone has ever suggested ironing clothes was badass.
No, it is. It's a very, very useful skill to
I'm
know.
not saying it's not
especially, the most useful skill is if you're a dress shirt, a man's dress shirt is like if you don't know how to iron a man's dress shirt as a man.
You're saying the most useful ironing skill, not the most useful skill in general. Is
You know what?
ironing a dress
I'm going
shirt.
to walk it back and say the most useful ironing skill.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
call. But as a man, you should know how to iron a dress shirt.
You know what? This is what's beautiful about 2019. You don't get to define what makes me a man. How about that?
Okay.
So she said for
Then
Father's Day.
I walk it forward.
She said for Father's Day, I'm getting him a grill tool set. She's going to wrap some meat from the local grocer and just hand it to him.
Oh,
Get to work, bitch. He's going to love that.
I know.
If he wants a grill tool set, unless it's like you don't grill enough, here's your tool set.
Please don't
cook
get
that
it.
shit up.
Don't get an oversized grill tool set, please.
So Dick's
those things are so
Sporting Goods sent me a
annoying.
variety
It's
of
like the
things.
things that are like this long, and you're like, what the fuck?
And
am I
they
supposed
sent
to do?
me-
Like you can just use regular
Chill.
tongs, regular
Those
kitchen
aren't how
tongs.
tongs work. Dick's Sporting Goods sent me some gear for Father's Day, and they
Yeah.
sent me a Miami Dolphins spatula,
Okay.
the little dolphin logo.
What
on
is
it.
that? Because they want you to stop promoting them?
No, what are they? I guess they should have sent me some Mahomes stuff.
Yeah.
He's the real hot
I know,
ass.
he is hot ass. But
We
no,
talked
really.
about him before.
Can
You
I
have a
just?
crush on
You
him.
know what? I don't know if I have a crush, but I really appreciate his athleticism and the way he
can
looks
fit
in
the-
his,
He
and the
can
way he
fit the
looks
ball
in his
into
uniform.
some. He can fit
Is
the
that
ball
so
into
wrong?
some. He can fit the ball into some
Jeez,
tight
God,
windows if you know
why
what
is
I
everyone
mean.
all up in my grill?
So speaking of
Can
grill,
I just? Can I
No,
just
I
take
would
1
rather you
second,
didn't.
please? If you're
Fine.
gonna get your dad or husband or father,
you're getting back on the big tools thing.
don't get him big ass grill tools. They will destroy me. It doesn't make sense. Just get him, just regular
Get him a Swiss Army knife and
long
make
metal,
him work for it.
those long like metal kitchen tongs are the absolute best thing for the
Okay.
grill.
Anyway, so I asked what people do to celebrate, right?
Okay.
So there's a mix of stuff, right? There's a couple of family time peeps who want to hang out. There's a couple of I want some alone time shit, and there's some random stuff. So 1031 TaylorMade gets like a date weekend out of it, right? Little one goes to the grandparents for the weekend. We do date nights and lounge
That's
around.
nice.
But is that what
That's
is
really
that what
nice.
Dad wants, or is that what you want?
No, that's what.
TaylorMade.
Trust
If
me,
you're
that's,
the woman in this scenario, or
I
the
would-
wife.
I would imagine.
mom.
I'm gonna infer that that's probably helpful for the dad. I'm sure the dad really appreciates.
Maybe. G. Bronstein says we drop our kids off at summer camp every Father's Day. It's just like the whatever the cycle they're in. So they must like just have like a celebration.
Actually, but that's kind of a pain in the.
Having to do it depends on where the camp is.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's gonna be far. It's not
I went
like
to Camp Wampusset in rural Connecticut.
Yeah.
It was not a fun experience.
I didn't know they had clarinet camps out in region.
You're trying to shame me.
No.
You know what? I was a gifted musician.
Okay.
I had other interests. I was in Little League.
Okay.
What are you trying to imply?
No, I just didn't know that they.
I
had
took
clarinet
archery
camp.
and
Oh.
skeet and rifle shooting, and I spent the first week of a sleepaway camp unbelievably homesick and sad.
Wow. Mm. Well-
Feeling homesick is an unpleasant sensation,
That's sad.
but sometimes you got to power through it to get to what's on the other side.
Which is good times and good memories and friends that will last.
I don't
for
actually remember the
one
second
summer.
week. I only remember the homesick week, but I know I recovered.
Did you not have camp friends?
No. So what happened is fuck you. First of all,
I don't know. Most people have camp friends.
no. So what happened is my
Jesus.
brother was going to the
Clarinet
camp. My
just-
brother was going to the camp with one of his friends, and when we went to tour it, I decided I wanted to go, and I was only 10 and he was 13. And when we joined, and he was going with a friend and I wasn't. And when we joined, we were in the middle of a 1-month session. So everyone else had been there for 2 weeks bonding and being
so
friends.
you
and
just
I
was
joined
with
in
the
the
friend.
middle.
Oh.
And I didn't have my friend. I had my brother and his
Right,
friend,
right.
and they were 3 years older in a totally separate section of the
Yeah.
camp. And during this whole thing, like I would go to him, and his counselor stopped letting me because they thought I was ruining my brother's experience
Right.
because he was like worrying about me.
Yeah.
And we were both writing letters home. I have them. I made a blog post out of it. Me writing letters saying I want to come home. This is hell on earth. And my brother writing, Mike is serious. Come pick him up. Like backing me up in his own letters. Anyway, homesickness.
Oh, jeez.
I was very homesick until I was
Okay.
like 12.
All right. You know what?
How do we get onto that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's
because
get
they
off
dropped
of
their
it.
kids. G. Bronstein.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tangent. They hate my tangents. It's color. You know what?
It's-
It's what people are here for. Stephanie Kennerson says same as Mother's Day, just like you said.
Yes.
Gifts, spoiled dad, spend the day together. Unless mom wanted to go to a hotel, which is
Yeah.
not spending the day together.
Well, that's fine. I feel like if you can, the morning, lots of hugs, lots of cuddles, and then at 8:15 sharp, gotta go.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm out of here. And you go to the city field.
So bar open somewhere.
Pineapple Anderson, no relation,
Oh,
said
really?
making sure hubby knows how loved and appreciated he is for all he does for the family. Isn't that sweet?
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
It's not as sweet as the thing that Funky Feast kid said about inventing Father's Day.
But it's a different.
But it's the runner-up.
person.
Right now,
I'm
it's the
saying.
runner-up.
It's
I'm just saying, if we're doing like the
that's
sweet,
the
Pineapple
yeah.
Anderson is a distant second, but
Okay.
second nonetheless.
All right. Yes.
Joyce _ Nolan says her dad used to wear the ugliest shirt he could find, and no one was allowed to make fun of it. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, that is a weird flex. That's a weird flex.
I just want to have a day where I'm not being made fun of.
And then, so what's the dynamic there? Is it your ugliest shirt?
Well, she put
or-
ugliest in
Yeah.
quotes.
Yeah. Meaning-
right? Which is either a Trump kind of thing that doesn't mean anything, or she was just saying he puts on a funny, ugly
Right.
shirt, like an ugly Christmas
Yeah.
sweater or
Yeah.
something.
He likes to have fun. And
He
likes
does.
to
He sounds
joke
like a
around.
fun guy, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind hanging out with Joyce _ Nolan's husband, who I assume is
But
blank
you'd have to go
something
there.
else _
But
Nolan.
you'd have to go there.
I don't know where she
And
lives.
traveling would be your main deterrent because you.
Yes,
don't like to
you
travel.
know I don't. Well, I don't. It's not the travel that I don't like.
It's with the kids.
It's prepping for anything.
So just why don't you like that is the request, honey? I don't
No,
want
because
to do anything.
she already.
with the
I
kids.
already don't do anything. It's not about. I like being with my kids on Father's Day.
Okay,
That's cool.
I will meet you somewhere.
You keep saying I will meet you, and
Because
it
it's-
reminds me of a line from the Subway book that I read to my kids.
Okay, I don't know.
It's the worst rhyme in the whole book.
I'll meet you at 42nd Street.
No, it's
I'll be the one. I'll meet
It's
you.
the
I'll
F
be,
and the G part ways at one point. It goes, the F and G part ways, and then the G says, don't be sad. I will meet you again at Roosevelt Avenue. And it doesn't, the way the couplet breaks doesn't rhyme. I swear to God, it makes me
doesn't.
so angry. I'm going to do a story on it at some point.
Does the
I
G-
don't be sad. Don't be sad. I will
Okay.
meet you again
Okay.
at Roosevelt Avenue. Like, why couldn't you just fucking tweak it?
are you
God.
smelling burnt toast right now? Is everything
It
okay?
really gets me
Okay.
going.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So family time. Daniel M. Potter loves family time.
I mean, that's nice.
I like
You know,
spending Father's Day
I
with
mean,
my
come
kids
on.
and wife, but my goal is to not lose my shit that day. Hey, guess
That's
what?
it.
If you're spending it with your kids and wife, your
You're
goal
gonna
is not
lose-
going to
yeah,
happen.
You're fucking. Your
You
goal.
blew it.
You've got. Come on, guys, get together. Get out of the scene.
So this is what you're saying, alone time. Philwa89 says she's guessing her hubs would like a day without the kids, some alone time. Moby-ish, no relation to the Moby with an inappropriate autobiography when she insinuates
yeah.
he had an underage relationship with Natalie Portman.
Yeah, what was that about? That was
Weird
so
dude,
Yeah.
creepy man.
Okay.
She says a day without the kids and wife for the hubs. Crucial distinction. She throws herself into the mix.
Oh.
She says a day without the kids and wife for the hubs,
Oh, that's nice.
right?
Well, that's like
Is
on
it?
Mother's Day. Well, that's like on Mother's Day.
When she wants to be alone.
Yes. We're
Sure.
just as irritating
So
as the kids.
Colleen
so
R. Wilcox says she lets her husband go golfing all day. Same shit.
That's nice.
Biz Bobby is going to see. He's a dad himself. He's going to see the Yankees win in Chicago with my son. I didn't know Biz Bobby could tell the future. Who knows if they're going to win, Biz Bobby?
We don't
It's
know.
not exactly the fucking 1920s murderer's row here. Everybody calm down about the Yankees.
Okay.
It's fucking June,
I don't
early
know.
June.
All right.
Regardless,
I don't care.
that's fun to go to the baseball game with your son. It's
Yeah,
fun until
it
like
is
he
fun.
wants everything on the
Oh,
menu,
I
and then you
know.
get fucking pissed off. At him.
or until you have to go home, and it's like, oh, here's another hour
Yeah, exactly.
on our
On the
hands.
subway?
Yeah. Oh, but don't worry because there's tons of people that you might not get a seat. Or,
So some other dads had some comments. So Cynical Parent is a Instagram memer who I'm acquainted with, and I didn't know until recently that Cynical Parent was a dad. I guess he started the account with his wife, and slowly he kind of took over.
What happened to the one?
No, I think she just got bored with social media, or he murdered her. But
Ooh,
maybe
okay.
we'll have him on.
Let's
We'll ask
go
him
with
about it.
bored.
But he says he's ditching his wife and kid, which is suddenly sounds a little convenient. If I'm ditching
If
my
our
wife and kid and
theory-
flying to Vegas to meet with my dad, right? So there are a variety of
Ah,
people
there you go.
who spend the day with their dad.
That's cool.
So I have a good friend who were parents of somebody.
What about what if my wife doesn't get me anything and says, "What? You're not my dad."
No, Lynn Kells said that. Lynn Kells, I meant to say that earlier, said she's not getting her husband anything because he's not her father.
Oh my God, what is happening?
I'm sure that's a joke.
Okay, I hope so. I'm sure it is. Her handle sounds good.
Lynn Kells, it's a real name.
Okay.
Maybe her middle name is Kelly, and
so
call her Kells.
So, but that Mother's Day, by the way, that comment from the Mother's Day episode has resonated.
You think?
In a way that I didn't even. It's just I've told
they
that
mentioned
story.
it on Weekend Update.
I've told that story to my friends and some other, and people are like, "There's no way that actually happened."
Oh yeah, that people said that. Yeah,
it did happen, and you know.
So I'm sure Lynn Kells is joking. Lynn, let us know if that was a joke or if that's really how you feel. I'm assuming she listened to our other shit, or she just knows that kind of joke is in the wind in regards to Mother's Day.
Yeah,
she picked up on it. So a good friend of mine whose kids go to school with my kid. We saw them this weekend, and on Father's Day, they do something with his dad. They live in Long Island, on Long Island, and they do something with his dad. So they have a separate Father's Day called Super Dad-Daz Day that's devoted to him.
What do you mean a separate? What are they? What?
It's just another Father's Day that instead of him celebrating his dad, no, I think it's like a different weekend or something. I don't know, right? And then because he gets overshadowed, but I'm saying because he gets overshadowed by Grandpa by celebrating his own dad, his family makes sure to give him his due by having a separate day for him.
Wow,
which
that's
is very nice.
Extremely sweet.
Right? And Jenny702 says her father is sick with stage 4 lung cancer, and she just wants to spend Father's Day sitting with him and laughing and crying. I hope she gets the chance to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's sad. Wishing the best.
It's a dead end right there.
Okay. Well,
so Tiki473 just wants silence for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't we all? So here's the Orgill. I saw this and I was like, this is exactly how I feel. Don't care. Families shouldn't spend $1 on it. I will probably watch the U.S. Open. I'm not going to watch the U.S. Open, but I don't give a shit about Father's Day. I appreciate getting stuff.
There's something weird about that.
Something broken about
it? Like there's something that's like not quite right.
Something broken inside?
But don't you want to go and like hang with friends and like just
What are we doing right now?
Okay. Well, we're
I got my
casting.
To be honest. You guys about all I got left.
Okay. Well, wow. It really turned around.
Everybody
else
is doing
episode.
Something. Everybody else has Father's Day plans, like with their family. A lot of times, Father's Day is not necessarily unless you really plan it beforehand.
Well, you got to plan it.
Yeah, I know. I don't plan things. How many times do I have to fucking repeat this?
All right. Well, a lot.
And our friends, we live far afield.
That's
I know
true.
sometimes there's a baseball game.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited this time. What did I do, Tim? God damn it. Forgive me.
There's a lot of shit that's unfair.
So P. Pavani7, whose name I butchered last time. She says her husband doesn't really like that many gifts or any of the hype for Father's Day either.
Don't want gifts.
He loves handmade stuff. Cards and notes.
That's great.
And then they go to the movies and go bowling. That's their tradition.
Movie, though, I kind of feel like a movie's such a fucking time suck in the middle of the day.
Yeah, sure.
You're just like, ugh, and then you come out.
I like
4
movies.
hours later.
I'm a fan of them.
I know.
It's not 4 hours later. What movie are you seeing?
It always seems like
Shawshank
it, right?
Redemption?
You got to go there like half an hour before, and then
one of the most overrated films of all time. And I love Shawshank Redemption, but it is not. Shouldn't be fucking number 1 or number 2 on IMDb or whatever. Let's get into it. Not right now. I'm saying, hit me with your Shawshank takes.
Andy crawled 2 football fields through a sewer.
You sound like Anthony Hopkins. You sound like Hannibal Lecter. You don't even sound like Red
Freeman, the great lover.
What are you even doing? He's not British.
The Morgan Freeman. That's Morgan
Jim
Freeman.
Pembry, damn it.
Okay. Frankly, I don't give a shit. No, that was
again the wrong quote.
Horrible.
You were just choking left and right.
No,
this is
that's
why
a real
I was
quote.
joking about needing a new co-host,
All
not
right, well,
half
good
joking,
point.
dead serious, as they say.
Well, listen, Father's Day's upon us. We love you guys.
Happy Father's Day to the 14th. So I did a poll on my Instagram to ask how many people on my Instagram are dads and moms. 14% were dads. So pass this to your dad friends.
Come on, send it on.
14%.
Send the love to the dads out there. And yeah, so we have this. Well, like I said, we got some T-shirts and stuff. It's not going to be.
There's camper mugs, guys.
it's
But
not-
the
it's
trick
not gonna
is,
be
if you buy the
available.
camper mug, you're blocked from listening to any of our stuff because camping.
Because you
Opposed.
hate it.
I hate it.
Oh my God, you're such a campist.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-dentite.
And okay, and but yeah.
Just
so
kidding. I think the camper mug's
it's probably not going to be
ready.
ready by.
Reminds me of the deer hunter.
It's not going to be ready for the time.
It's not going to be ready for Father's Day,
For
but if
Father's
you
Day.
order it, it will
Yeah.
be ready by next Father's Day.
Yeah.
Almost positive.
Exactly. It'll probably be ready by next Father's Day. All right. Well, happy Father's Day to everybody.
Listen to us
Happy-
everywhere. Listen to our last episode, Discipline.
Yeah.
Do you like discipline? Do you lack discipline?
I do. Yes.
I
but,
know you do. I was
but-
I was doing a little joke. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it from
Kindergarten
Cop. Good.
Fucking nailed it. Arnold. That was Arnold if you didn't know.
Okay.
Nate knew. Of course he knew.
All right. Can
You know
we
what?
just let these poor people go about
I
their
am
day?
fucking riding high. Let's do a third.
Oh, no. Wow.
What's next?
All right. You got podcast like
Fever?
Yeah, fever.
You really crushed that one right there.
I really shit the bed on that one.
All right. Hopefully we
All
can
right.
keep this energy going
God damn
next
it.
week.
Okay.
Thanks.
We love
Happy
you guys.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Bye bye.
I don't know why you would still be watching This Isn't a Marvel Movie, no matter how much I look like Paul Rudd, which you can deny it all you want. It's there in the eyes, I think. I'm young looking like him. If you enjoyed the podcast, which you obviously did or you wouldn't be listening still, sign up on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to. Comment here on YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button. We want to hear from you. Comments, questions, dirty jokes, money, all the money you can give us. We'd love it all. Catch you next time.